whisper, ZoEx, storm. Aurora, can you see me? I'm standing in the cold, watching the aurora turn from silver into gold. The sky is full of magic that I cannot feel at all. I'm just waiting for the final heavy curtain call. You walked out of the door without a single word to say, and Aurora's ghost is dancing in the lights above my head, reminding me of every single thing we never said. The aurora is a fire that can never keep me warm, a beautiful arrival of a quiet killing storm. I'm lost inside the colors, I'm lost inside the pain. I wonder if the spirits in the sky are feeling blue. Are they looking for a lover? Are they looking for a you? The green is like the forest where we ran when we were young, a melody of sadness that has never been quite sung. I'm shivering in memories, I'm shivering in doubt. Turn it off, the light is way too bright. I can't stand the beauty on this dark and lonely night. It reminds me of your eyes, it reminds me of your soul before the heartbreak came and took its heavy final toll. The ice is forming slowly on the edges of the lake, like the ice around my heart that I can't even seem to break. I see a streak of white, like a scar across the sky, a permanent reminder of the day you made me cry. The aurora is a dream that I'm forced to watch alone. I'm tired of the beauty and I'm tired of the grace. I just wanna see the lines of your familiar loving face. But the sky is all I have and the sky is moving on, just like you did, Aurora, before the break of dawn. The lights are getting low and the night is almost done. Wait for me. ZoEx, storm, whisper, ZoEx, storm. The sky has pulled a veil of emerald across its face, a silent reminder of your disappearing grace. I'm standing in the silence of the midnight snow, wondering where all the broken lovers go. The aurora is a shroud for the girl I used to be. I remember your smile, how it used to light the room before you left me here in this colorful gloom. Now the only light I see is the light I can't touch, a beautiful lie that I loved way too much. The violet is a curtain between me and the truth, and I'm trapped behind Aurora's veil tonight. Lost in the glow of this deceptive light, you're a phantom in the curtains, a shadow in the green, the most painful thing that I've ever seen. Under the aurora, I'm saying goodbye. Tear it down, let me see the black. I'm tired of the beauty that I can't take back. I just want the darkness, I just want the peace of a night where the memories finally cease. I see a ripple in the fabric of the sky, like the way you looked at me before the big lie. I'm shivering in silk, I'm shivering in pain, watching the aurora through the falling rain. The sky is a witness to my final defeat. The night is a desert of ice and of light, and I'm the only one left to survive the fight. The aurora is waving a long and slow farewell to the heaven we had that turned into a hell, to the heaven we had that turned to a hell. The colors are fading and the veil is thin, Aurora's veil, hidden tears, ZoEx storm. Whisper, ZoEx. The arcs of the light are breaking in the sky, just like the heart that I'm forced to deny. I'm looking for the curve where your shoulder used to be, beneath the green canopy of this cosmic sea. The winter is heavy and the stars are so far. You were the center of my universe, my sun, but now the eclipse has finally begun. The aurora is eclipse has finally begun. The aurora is a fracture in the fabric of the night, a jagged reminder of a cold and distant light. I'm shivering in the shadow of the man you were, and I'm lost in the broken arcs of the light, searching for a reason to survive the night. The sky is a puzzle with the pieces all wrong, a melody of sadness and a beautiful song. Under the aurora, I'm falling apart. Pick up the pieces, mend the broken line, try to convince myself that I am doing fine. But the light is a mirror, and the mirror is cracked, and there's no way to bring our old love back. I remember the heat of your breath on my neck, before our whole lives became a beautiful wreck. Now the only thing touching me is the freezing wind, and the weight of the sins that we're drowning in. The violet is bleeding into a shade of red. I'll stay in the dark until the arcs are all gone, until the cold reality of the coming dawn. Every flash in the heavens is a moment we shared, before you decided that you no longer care. The sky is closing and I'm letting go. Broken arcs, broken heart, ZoEx storm. Whisper, ZoEx storm. The horizon is burning with a cold green fire, a ghost of the past and my heart's last desire. I'm standing where we stood when the world was still ours, before the sweet wine turned to something so sour. The aurora is waking, but I'm falling asleep, and the emerald tears are falling from the sky, a beautiful light for a painful goodbye. I'm reaching for shadows, I'm reaching for you, under the curtains of green and of blue. The night is a canvas of everything lost. how it felt in my palm. A storm was approaching, but you were my calm. Now the calm is a desert of ice and of stone, and I'm watching the heaven my own. The light is a memory of how we once burned. If I could fly to the lights in the air, would I find all the love that we used to share? Or is it just gas in a hollow display, like the words that you said before? Wallow display, like the words that you said before walking away. My breath is a cloud in the freezing midnight. I'm chasing the ghost of your soul in the light. But the aurora is heartless, it dances for all, while I'm just a girl waiting for the fall. The colors are shifting, but my heart stays the same. I'll stay in the cold until the colors are gone, until the aurora is drowned by the dawn. Every streak in the sky is a scar on my soul, a story of us that I couldn't control. The green is fading into a dull shade of gray, emerald tears still crying. ZoEx storm. ZoEx storm. The sky is standing still in the middle of a dance, a frozen second of a lost romance. I see the ribbons locked in the ice, a beautiful prison at a terrible price. The aurora is frozen in the velvet air. I remember the warmth of the life we once knew, before the winter took the last of you. Now I'm just staring at a light that won't move, with nothing to hide and nothing to prove. I'm trapped in the middle of my own despair. It's a frozen aurora, a sky full of grief, a love that was perfect but sadly too brief. The colors are locked in a silent display, like the words that we both were too afraid to say. I'm shivering in a light that will never change. I see a flash of red in the emerald deep, like a secret that the heavens are trying to keep. I'm reaching for shadows, I'm reaching for you, under the canopy of the frozen blue. Everything in this world is starting to feel strange. The night is almost over, but the light is still there, a permanent record of a love beyond repair. The aurora is leaving, but the memory is cold, a beautiful story that's already been told. The sky is just a sky, and I'm all alone. Freeze the light and the night, keep the sight in my mind. Frozen aurora, ZoEx storm. Whisper, ZoEx. The curtains of the north are moving in a silent dance. reminding me of how we lost our very second chance. The air is thin and bitter, like the words you said to me, like the words you said to me. I'm looking at the horizon, where the emerald starts to glow. Under the aurora, I am falling to my knees, begging for a mercy that the winter never sees. The lights are overhead, but I am in the dark, trying to find a flame inside a dying spark. It's a neon tragedy, a sky of broken glass. Watching the aurora, watching my life pass. I found your old scarf in the back of my cold car. It smells like the coffee and the night we went too far. I wrapped it around my neck to feel the ghost of your embrace, but I can't find the features of your disappearing face. The sky is turning violet, a deep and heavy hue. Don't look up if you're with her tonight. Don't you dare enjoy this cold and haunting light before you turned your back and walked away from me. The frost is on the window and the frost is in my mind. I'm leaving every eye, I love you and I need you far behind, but the sky won't let me forget the way you looked at me when we stood beneath this light beside the frozen sea. Now the sea is just a mirror of the void inside my head. I'm breathing out the sorrow, I'm breathing out the black. No, Aurora is a witness to the way I fell apart, a cosmic map of every single crack inside my heart. The light is almost gone and I am left alone, frozen storm. ZoEx storm. The sky has a way of opening up old wounds beneath the haunting and the celestial tunes. I see the ribbons of the emerald and the red, like the things you promised and the things you said. The aurora is a neon scar across the dark. Every pulse in the heavens is a throb in my soul, a memory of a love I could never control. I'm tracing the patterns with a trembling hand, wishing I was anywhere but this frozen land. Watching the fire without a single spark. And I'm haunted by the northern ghost tonight, wrapped in the ribbons of this haunting light. You're 1,000 miles away, or maybe you're dead, just a beautiful nightmare inside of my head. Under the aurora, I'm fading away. I found your gloves in the back of the shed, still smelling of the winter and the words we fed. The The sky is a mirror of the mess we made, a beautiful tragedy that'll never fade. The violet is deep and the violet is far. The night is almost finished but the pain remains, coursing like a poison through my frozen veins. The aurora is leaving but the mark is there, a permanent record of my own despair. The sky is just a sky and I'm just a ghost. Let the neon burn, let the scars show. It's my turn to learn and my turn to go. Under the stars, ZoEx storm, ZoEx storm. ZoEx storm. The sky is crying ribbons of the emerald and the gold. Under the aurora where the truth is being told, I'm standing in the rain of a cosmic display, watching the colors as they wash you away. The night is a canvas for a neon grief. I still have the pictures of the night we first met, under the light that I can't quite forget. But the colors are bleeding and the lines are all blurred. The aurora is a thief, a celestial thief, and I'm crying neon tears under the sky, asking the heavens for a reason why. The light is a memory, the light is a stain, a beautiful tragedy in the middle of the rain. I'm drowning in the neon, drowning in you. I see a ripple of violet in the emerald deep, like a promise that I could never quite keep. I'm shivering in silk, I'm shivering in pain, watching the aurora through the falling rain. The sky is a witness to everything true. The night is almost over and the neon is gone. The aurora is fading, it's loss of its breath, just like the love that was hunted to death. The sky is just a sky and I'm finally done. Neon tears, through the years, all the fears disappear. Neon tears, final goodbye. ZoEx storm. Storm. The neon is glowing on the crust of the snow, a technicolor dream from a lifetime ago. I'm retracing the steps that we took in the dark, when we thought that our love was a permanent spark. The sky is a neon graveyard tonight. I still have the map that you drew on my hand, of the places we go in this frozen old land. But the ink has all faded and the lines are all blurred, like the "I'll never leave you" that I once heard. The aurora is a neon scar in the black. It's a neon winter, a cold and bright grief, a love that was stolen by a celestial thief. The lights are overhead, but I'm down in the dirt, trying to survive all the neon hurt under the aurora. I'm losing my way. Turn down the lights, they're way too loud. I'm lost in the glow of this neon cloud. It reminds me of the fire, it reminds me of to die. I'm dancing with the memory of your ghost in the cold, watching the neon colors start to unfold. The sky a pulse, a gallery of everything lost. The night is a gallery of everything lost. The night is almost over and the neon is dim. I'm drowning in the memories, trying to swim, but the ice is too thick and the light is too thin. The aurora is leaving and I'm all alone. Neon winter, neon tears, sucks storm. Whisper, ZoEx storm. The stars are shaking, or maybe it's just me, lost in the middle of this shimmering sea. I'm wearing the memory of your ghost like a coat, trying to keep my ears shivering in the velvet black. I remember the heat of your skin on mine, before we ran of time and out of wine. Now the only thing touching me is the glow of a cosmic fire for a shivering soul. And I'm breaking apart in the shivering light, trying to breathe through the middle of the night. Through the middle of the night, the aurora is waving like a hand in the wind, saying goodbye to the love where we sinned. It's a beautiful tragedy, a bright colored cold. Stop the shaking, stop the shivering. My heart is empty and my hands are quivering. I just want the stillness, I just want the dark, without the reminder of our vanished spark. I see a ripple of violet across the sky, like a silent tear in a cosmic eye. I'm reaching for nothing, I'm reaching for you. Under the canopy of emerald and blue, the light is a fever that I cannot break. The night is a desert of ice and of grace, and I can't find a trace of your beautiful face. The aurora is fading, it's losing its breath, just like the love that was hunted to death. The sky is just empty and I'm all alone, and I'm breaking apart in the shivering light, trying to breathe through the middle of the night. Through the middle of the night, the aurora is waving like a hand in the wind, saying goodbye to the love where we sinned. It's a beautiful tragedy, a bright colored cold. Shivering, still cold, ZoEx storm. Whisper, ZoEx storm. The sky is shaking, or maybe maybe it's my hands, lost in the middle of these frozen lands. I see the ribbons of the emerald and the rose, a haunting beauty that nobody knows. The aurora is shivering the velvet dark. I'm wearing your memory like a heavy old coat, trying to keep my fragile spirit afloat. The ribbons are waving a final farewell to the heaven we had that turned into a hell. Searching for a fire, but I can't find a spark. Under the shivering ribbons of light, I'm saying goodbye to the rest of my night. The sky is a theater of everything lost, a beautiful display at a terrible cost. I'm shivering in colors, shivering in pain. I remember the heat of your breath on my cheek before the whole world became hollow and weak. Now the only thing touching me is the glow of a neon ribbon in the falling snow. The violet is bleeding like a slow-moving stain. The night is almost over and the ribbons are thin. I'm looking at the person that I should have been. The aurora is leaving its loss of its breaths like the love that was hunted to death. The sky is just empty and I'm all alone. Under the shivering ribbons of light, I'm saying goodbye to the rest of my night. The sky is a theater of everything lost, a beautiful display at a terrible cost. I'm shivering in colors, shivering in pain. Hold on tight to the light, to the light, before the night fades from sight. Shivering ribbons fading fast. ZoEx storm. Iceberg. ZoEx storm. The grass is frozen beneath my shaking knees. The air is hollow, echoing through the trees. I'm looking up at the sky's emerald skin, remembering the warmth we once lived in. But the light is cold like a diamond in the dark. I remember your promise, how it felt so real, like a wound that the winter could never heal. Now I'm just digging a hole in the white, under the glow of this haunting light, burying the pieces of the heart you broke. And I'm standing at the aurora's grave tonight, watching the burial, watching the grass of a world left behind. And the purple is the sorrow I'm forced to find. It's a beautiful ending, a silent goodbye. Cover me in snow, cover me in light. I don't want to survive this lonely night. The aurora is a tombstone for a love that died, a place where the shadows have nowhere to hide. I see a flicker of red, like a bleeding heart, tearing the curtains of the hair, but the air is too thin to wash away the grief that I'm drowning in. The sky is a witness to my quiet collapse. The night is getting older and the lights are low. I'm weightier to let me go. Every pulse in the throb in my chest, final performance for the long rest. The Aurora is closing its eyes for the night. Final rest in the green. ZoEx storm. Whisper, ZoEx storm. The sky is a cathedral of light and of sound, but my feet are still heavy and stuck to the ground. I'm listening for echoes of the words that we spoke before every promise we made finally broke. The Aurora is singing a song with no words. It's the Aurora's echo, a hollow refrain of a love that brought nothing but sorrow and pain. The sky is in motion, but I'm standing still, trying to climb this impossible hill under the lights where we used to be one. I found your old camera, the one with the film of the nights when the world was a beautiful realm. The pictures are blurry, just like my own mind. Searching for something I'll never quite find. The green light is flashing like a warning to me. Stop the dance, let the darkness come in. I'm tired of seeing where we should have been. The light is a burden, the light is a cage, and I'm just a line on a torn up old page. I remember the way that you looked in the glow, with the light on your face and the world down below. We felt like the gods of the winter and ice, but we were just children, is left of the flame. The night is a tunnel with no end in sight, except for the flicker of this haunting light. I'll wait for the silence to swallow the sky and finally give me a reason to cry. The Aurora is leaving, and so are the dreams, echoes of you. In the green, ZoEx storm. Whisper, ZoEx storm. I'm staring at the sky where the green fire grows, thinking of the secret that the winter knows. You said this light was a sign of our fate, but now I'm standing here just a little too late. The Aurora is a promise you never intended to keep. The snow is untouched where we used to lie, beneath the ribbons of the neon sky. I trusted the magic, I trusted the glow, but you were already planning to go. leaving me here with a heart that's buried deep. It's the Aurora's lie, a beautiful deception, a love that was missing, a true connection. The sky is glowing but my world is black, watching the light that won't bring you back. It's a neon betrayal in the middle of the night. I remember the warmth of your hand in the cold, a story of a lifetime that'll never be told. The violet is bleeding, the emerald is wide, like the ocean of tears to the lie you sold. The night is a desert and I'm all alone, with a heart that's turning into frozen stone. The auroring me outside, while its colors are thin. The lie is over and the light is gone. Don't believe the sky, it's all just a dream, a beautiful lie, or so it would seem. Aurora's light, cold goodbye, sucks, storm. Whisper, ZoEx storm. The final performance is starting tonight, a desperate display of a dying old light. I'm standing on the cliff where we said our first hello, watching the aurora as it starts to lose its glow, as it starts to lose its glow. The world is a stage and the lights are for me. It's the last aurora, the end of the show, watching the light as it's starting to go. I'm saying goodbye to the ghost of your hand, under the lights of this frozen old land. The colors are leaving, and so is the pain. I've spent all my tears on the snow and the ice. I've paid for our love, I've paid for our love with a heavy, high price. Now the sky is just empty and the sky is just wide, with nowhere for a broken heart left to hide. The green is a whisper that I can't quite hear. Let it end, let the darkness descend. I'm tired of trying to play and pretend that I'm okay, that I'm moving on. The stars are returning as the colors depart, like the cold steady beating of my own heavy heart. I'll remember the night that we stood in the fire, but the last you'll run is a silent goodbye. explosion of a cold and beautiful light. I'm standing on the edge of the world we once knew, watching the Aurora take the last of you. The emerald is a fire that's burning out. I've spent every tear that I had in my soul on a love that I could never quite control. Now the sky is a mirror of my own empty chest, a final performance before the long rest. The viol is the end of the story we told. It's the last light, the final goodbye. Under the Aurora sky, I'm setting you free from every memory you took from me. Under the Aurora, it's finally done. Let the dawn come, let the sun rise. I'm tired of the beauty and I'm tired of the lies. I'll walk back to the dark, I'll walk back to the real, to a heart that has finally forgotten how to feel. I see a flash of red like the blood on the snow, a warning from the heavens that it's time to go. I'm turning my back on ways that got in the way. The sky is just a sky and the light is just a light. The night is almost over and the colors are thin. I'm looking at the person that I should have been. The Aurora is gone and the night is just night, and sky is just black and I'm finally me. Last light, last goodbye. ZoEx storm. Whisper, ZoEx. The sky is giving everything it has tonight. A final explosion of a cold and beautiful light. I'm standing on the edge of the world we once knew, watching the Aurora take the last of you. The emerald is a fire that's burning out. I've spent every tear that I had in my soul alone on a love that I could never quite control. Now the sky is a mirror of my own empty chest, a final performance before the long rest. The viol is the end of the story we told. It's the last light, the final goodbye. Under the glow of the Aurora sky, I'm letting you go, I'm setting you free from every memory you took from me. Under the Aurora, it's finally done. Let the dawn come, let the sun rise. I'm tired of the beauty and I'm tired of the lies. I'll walk back to the dark, person that I should have been. The aurora is gone, and the night is just night, and I'm finally finished with this haunting light. The sky is just black, and I'm finally me. Last light, last goodbye, ZoEx storm. Whisper, ZoEx storm. They call it the dawn of the night, a miracle to see. But under the aurora, there is only misery. The ground is hard as iron, and the stars are cold as ice. I guess the roll of crooked dice. I'm staring at the ripples of the green and yellow light. It's a neon grave for the love we used to share. I'm screaming out your name into the empty winter air. The sky is high and hollow and the colors are alive, a beautiful distraction while I'm waiting here to die. Under the aurora, where the pain is bright and clear. I remember how we lay here on the blanket in the field, before the wounds were opened, before the fate was sealed. You pointed at the heavens and you told me I was yours. No one told me I was yours. Now I'm just a casualty of all your silent wars. The lights are moving faster now. The lights are moving faster now, like waves upon the sand. Wash me away, let the colors take me home. I'm tired of the silence, with all the tears I've cried. You would see the ocean of the pain I have inside. My fingers are so numb, I can't even feel my skin. Just like I can feel the love that we were drowning in. I see a flash of red, like a warning in the sky. I'm closing up my eyes, but the light is shining through. There's no one left to talk to, and the story that's been told, I'll leave it in the snow, I'll leave it in the light of the aurora borealis on this final tragic night. The colors on my shroud, the sky is my goodbye, final breath in the blue ZoEx storm. Whisper, ZoEx storm. The air is sharp like a blade against my skin, waiting for the sky to let the colors in. I'm standing on the ridge where we used to dream, before the world departed every seam. The first flash of green, the first flash of green is a phantom in the dark. I remember how you looked in the shivering light, a king of the winter, a master of the night. A king of the winter, a master of the night. Now I'm just a subject in a kingdom of ice, paying for a love at a desperate price. The aurora is rising like a ghost from the grave, and I'm haunted by the northern ghost tonight, wrapped in the ribbons of this haunting light. blue. Everything in the sky reminds me of you. I see a flicker of white, like the dress I never wore, like the future we promised but don't have anymore. I'm reaching out my fingers to touch the cold glow, but it's just an illusion in the falling snow. The sky is a window to a life I can't have. The night is a witness to the tears that I've shed on the frozen ground where our love was once fed. The Aurora full signal of my own despair. The colors are cold and the colors are true. Northern ghost still haunting. ZoEx storm. ZoEx storm. You now. The sky is bleeding colors I have never seen, a ghost of purple dancing where our love had been. I'm standing in the garden where the frost begins to bite, watching the aurora burn throughout the lonely night. You promised me forever while the stars were looking down. You promised me forever while the stars were looking down. But now I'm just a stranger in this empty, frozen town. And I'm breaking down beneath the light of the aurora, searching for a hope, searching for a new tomorrow. But the green is just a shadow of the eyes I used to know, and the purple is the bruise of a love I can't let go. It's a beautiful goodbye written in the freezing air. I'm reaching for your ghost, but you're not there. The snow is falling softly on the tracks we used to leave. It's funny how the heart can find a million ways to grieve. I check my phone for messages that never will arrive, just trying to remember how it felt to be alive. The curtains in the sky are waving slowly in the wind, a silent celebration of the way our story sinned. If the light could talk, would it tell me where you are? Are you wishing on the same cold and distant star? Or is she lying next to you beneath a different glow, while I am left to suffer in the winter and the snow? I remember how you told me that the lights were souls in flight. Maybe yours is up there drifting far into the night. Maybe that's why I can't feel the warmth inside my chest, because you took the sun away and left me with the rest. I'm shivering in silk, I'm shivering in pain. The night is getting longer and the colors start to fade. I'm looking at the wreckage of the promises we made. Every flicker in the sky is a memory of a kiss. I never thought that heartbreak would ever feel like this. The aurora's getting dim, just like the fire in my soul. Just a flicker, just a light. Goodbye, Aurora. ZoEx storm. Whisper, ZoEx storm. The sky has turned violet, a bruise in the night, a beautiful sorrow in the form of a light. I'm counting the minutes since you walked away, under the glow of this cosmic display. The winter is coming and I'm all alone. It's a violet winter, a sky full of grief, a love that was perfect but sadly too brief. The aurora is dancing on the grave of our past. I knew that the magic could never quite last, but I didn't think it would hurt quite this much. I'm wearing your sweater to keep out the chill, but the hole in my heart is a void I can't fill. I see your reflection in the ice on the lake, a shimmering phantom for my heart's own sake. The light is a ghost of a kiss on my cheek. Paint me in purple, paint me in blue, paint me in colors that remind me of you. Then let the morning wash it all away, until there is nothing but a cold winter day. The spirits are restless in the curtains of light. They're telling me stories of a long lost tonight, when we were the fire and we were the spark, before we were swallowed by the cold and the dark. I'm closing my eyes so I don't have to see the beauty of everything you took from me. The Aurora is cruel in its elegant grace, a map of the tears that are running down my face. The winter is heavy and the winter is mine. Violet tears, cold goodbye. ZoEx, storm, whisper, ZoEx, storm. The sky is bleeding green and purple overhead, but I'm just lying here, alone inside our bed. You promised me we'd watch the Aurora light the sky, that we'd count the colors until the night went by. But the pillow's cold, wear a cold where your head used to lay, and the lights are dancing, but you've gone away. I'm staring through the glass at the curtains in the air, reaching for a hand that's no longer there. A beautiful reminder of the things that love does. It glows and it fades, just like the way you left, leaving me here in this colorful bereavement and sense. And I'm watching the Aurora, but I can't see the light. I'm blinded by the void you left inside the night. It's dancing for the world, but I'm just lying still, trying to climb the slowly frozen hill. Without you here, the colors are just gray. Watching the Did you break the promise? Did you forget the vow? The lights are beautiful, but they're too far to touch. I didn't think that losing you would hurt this much. It hurts too much.